Hey everyone, welcome back to RideZoneBikes. Today, we're diving into a full in-depth review of the 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200A, the comeback of one of Suzuki's most beloved retro fun bikes. The VanVan has always been about blending old-school charm with practical modern performance, and for 2026, Suzuki has kept that spirit alive while refining the little things that make this bike so enjoyable to ride. Whether you're a beginner, a city commuter, or someone who just wants a machine that makes you smile every time you twist the throttle, this one deserves a closer look. The 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200 carries forward the same minimalist, friendly character the original became known for. At its heart sits a 199cc single-cylinder, air-cooled stock engine that produces around 16 horsepower and roughly 15 Nm of torque. It's paired with a smooth 5-speed manual gearbox that feels light, predictable, and easy to use. This isn't a bike that chases high-end performance numbers. It's about a relaxed, approachable ride. Power delivery is smooth and linear, ideal for casual rides around town, coastal cruising, or even a bit of weekend adventure on light trails. When you first hop on, the low 770mm seat height is instantly noticeable. It's one of the most approachable motorcycles you can find, especially for newer riders or anyone with a shorter inseam. At around 128 kilograms, it's extremely manageable and forgiving. The riding position is upright, with wide handlebars that give great control, and the plush seat adds comfort for longer rides. The suspension is simple, 8 telescopic forks at the front and dual shocks at the rear, tuned for comfort over aggression. It's not meant for racing or jumping, but it handles bumps and uneven roads with ease, keeping that laid-back character intact. One of the VanVan's signature features, and arguably its biggest visual draw, is those fat balloon tires. Up front, you get a 130/80/18, and at the back, a chunky 180/80/14. They're not just for show, and those wide tires give a stable, cushioned ride and allow light off-road capability. Gravel paths, sandy tracks, or grassy trails are all fair game. You won't be tackling hardcore dirt trails, but you'll have the confidence to explore beyond the pavement. Combined with a bike's low weight and balanced chassis, the handling feels playful yet steady. It's the kind of bike that makes low-speed maneuvering and tight turns feel effortless. The styling is pure nostalgia. The VanVan 200 looks like a time capsule from the 1970s, with its round headlight, teardrop-shaped fuel tank, flat and wide seat, and chrome details. Suzuki has added subtle modern updates, like LED lighting options in some regions and improved paint quality, but the overall silhouette remains delightfully retro. You might even catch people stopping to look at it and smile. It's that kind of bike. The instrument cluster keeps it simple: a large analog speedometer, a small digital display for trip info, and basic warning lights. No complex menus or rider aids here, just a straightforward, analog experience. Underneath that retro skin, the bike's simplicity becomes one of its biggest strengths. There's no ride-by-wire, no traction control, no fancy modes, and that's the beauty of it. Less to worry about means more connection between rider and machine. It's a motorcycle that invites you to slow down, take in the ride, and enjoy the scenery. It's also incredibly easy to maintain. Air cooling, a simple chain drive, and a reliable single-cylinder layout mean fewer service headaches. This is the kind of bike you can keep for years, enjoy on weekends, and tinker with yourself if you like getting your hands a little dirty. In terms of performance, the VanVan isn't going to set any lap records, but it shines where it matters most, in real-world usability. Around town, it's quick off the line, easy to park, and comfortable even in traffic. On open roads, it'll cruise at 90 to 100 km/h without stress, and though it starts to run out of breath past that, it's not designed for highway touring. Think of it as a relaxed commuter or a backroad explorer. The fuel economy is expected to be excellent, averaging around 30 to 35 km/L depending on riding style. With its modest 6.5-liter tank, you're still looking at decent range for daily use. Braking is handled by a disc at the front and a drum at the rear. Again, this isn't about sport bike levels of bite, but about balanced, predictable braking. The wide tires add to the sense of control and stability under braking. The ergonomics are incredibly friendly too. A wide bars, low seat, and a generous, cushioned saddle make it easy to ride for hours. It's the kind of bike that makes even a quick run to the store feel like an adventure. Design-wise, Suzuki nailed the aesthetics. The 2026 model features fresh color options. Think classic metallic silver, vintage blue, or earthy sand beige, all of which emphasize that retro scrambler vibe. The proportions are perfect, compact enough for the city, yet substantial enough to look like a real bike. The brushed metal exhaust with its protective heat shield adds a touch of ruggedness, and the chrome accents around the mirrors and lights tie the look together beautifully. It's retro done right, authentic without being gimmicky. Now, let's talk price. Suzuki hasn't officially confirmed the global MSRP yet, but based on international market estimates, we expect the 2026 VanVan 200 to land between $4,000 and $6,000 depending on taxes and region. That keeps it firmly in the affordable lifestyle bike category, not a budget commuter, but not premium priced either. For what you get in design, character, and simplicity, that's a very fair deal. In markets like India, Southeast Asia, and Europe, the pricing may vary slightly due to import duties, but Suzuki's aim is clear: make this an accessible, fun motorcycle for everyone. The VanVan 200's unique selling points are crystal clear. It's approachable, characterful, and stylish in a way few bikes are today. It's not trying to compete with high-performance machines. It's about the joy of riding. The low weight, easy handling, and fat tires make it confidence-inspiring for beginners. While seasoned riders will appreciate its nostalgic charm, it's also versatile enough for commuting, casual weekend rides, and light trail adventures. Above all, it's the kind of motorcycle that makes you want to ride, not because you have to, but because it's fun. To sum it all up, the 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200 isn't about specs or speed. It's about simplicity, style, and spirit. It's about the pure connection between rider and road, or dirt, or sand, wherever your mood takes you. It's a throwback to an era when motorcycles were uncomplicated, friendly, and full of personality. Suzuki has managed to keep that magic alive in this new version. So, if you're looking for a bike that blends retro looks with everyday usability, and delivers pure riding fun at an affordable price, the VanVan 200 should definitely be on your list. That wraps up our full review of the 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200 here on RideZoneBikes. Let us know in the comments what you think of this retro comeback. Would you pick one up as your everyday runabout or weekend cruiser? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more honest bike reviews and test rides. Until next time, ride safe, and enjoy every mile.